Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever wondered what makes English sentences sound really good and not so plain? Well, today we're going to talk about the magic words that do exactly that. We're talking about adjectives, the words that bring English to life.
Okay, just look at this. On the left, we have I have a car. Fine, it's a fact. But now look at the right. I have a fast red car. Boom. See the difference? Now you have a picture in your head, right? You can see it. That is the power of adjectives. They are the secret sauce to making your English way more interesting.
So, what is an adjective really? It's super simple. An adjective is just a word that describes something. A person, a place, a thing. Think of yourself as a painter, and adjectives are your colors. They're what you use to add detail and feeling to the world. Now, to use these awesome words, you really only need to know just two golden rules. These rules just tell you where the adjective goes in a sentence. Once you get these, you're pretty much set. Okay, rule number 1. This is the most common one you'll see. The adjective goes right before the noun it's describing. It's that simple. It introduces the noun. What kind of car? A red car. What kind of day? A beautiful day. Let's look at a few quick examples here. We say a red car, right? We don't say a car red. That just sounds weird. It's a beautiful girl and expensive shoes. See? The describing word, red, beautiful, expensive, it always comes first. That's rule number 1. Easy. And now for our second golden rule. This is the other main spot you'll find adjectives. They can also come after the verb to be. You know these little words, right? Words like am, is, are, was, and were. They act like a bridge, connecting the thing to its description. So let's take our same examples and see how this works. Instead of a red car, we can say the car is red. Instead of a beautiful girl, we might say the girl was beautiful. You see that pattern? It's always the thing, then the be verb, and then the adjective. Simple as that. Okay, so you know where to put them. But how do you learn a bunch of new adjectives without your brain exploding? I've got a pro tip for you, a little hack. Let's call it the opposite strategy. It's a fantastic way to learn words way faster. So, what's the secret, right? How do you learn a new word and actually remember it the next day? Well, it's not about studying harder, it's about studying smarter. You ready for this little trick? Okay, here it is. Your brain loves to make connections. It's just how we're wired. So instead of learning the word big by itself, learn it with its partner, small. Big and small. Fast and slow. Happy and sad. When you learn them together as a team, you give your brain a strong connection, and it makes them so much easier to remember. All right, you're doing great. Time to level up a little bit. What happens when you want to use more than one adjective? Like a fast, red, beautiful car? Well, believe it or not, there's actually an order to it in English. But don't worry, we're going to keep it really, really simple. Let's just think of it as a simple little recipe. For beginners, this is all you need. First, you start with your opinion. That's what you think, like beautiful or nice. Second, you talk about its size, like big or small. And third, you add the color. So opinion, size, color, and then the noun itself. So if you say a red, big, beautiful car, an English speaker will definitely understand what you mean, but it's going to sound a little strange. It doesn't quite follow the recipe. But now, look at this. Let's follow our recipe. First, opinion, beautiful. Then size, big. Then color, red. And finally our noun, car. Put it together, a beautiful, big, red car. Ah, see? Doesn't that just sound so much more natural? It just flows better. Okay, enough rules, enough theory. The absolute best way to learn this is to just do it. So let's do a few quick practice questions together to make sure all these ideas really get locked into your brain. You ready? Let's go. All right, first one. Think about our opposites tip. Ferrari is what do you think? A fast car, of course. But a bicycle is slow. Perfect. See? You're already doing it. Let's try another one. And let's keep it positive. English is easy for me, right? It is not difficult. You've got this. Keep thinking that way. And one last one here. I am very blank today because I failed the exam. Oh no. So what's the feeling here? This one uses our rule number 2, after am. The answer is sad. I am very sad. Great job on the practice.
Whew, we covered a good bit of ground. So before we finish, let's do a super fast recap of the most important things to remember.
Okay, here's the summary. First, adjectives add color and detail. Use them. Second, remember the 2 golden rules. They go before a noun or after the verb to be. Third, learn new words faster by learning them in opposite pairs. And fourth, if you're using a few together, remember the order: opinion, size, then color. Got it? Awesome.
All right, now it is your turn to be the expert. I have one final challenge, a mini quiz to test everything we've talked about today. I want you to show off your new skills down in the comments section.
Okay, here is your challenge. How would you translate this sentence into English? Bu eski araba çok yavaş. Ooh, quick tip, it uses both of our golden rules. Take a second, think about it, and write your best answer in the comments. I'll be down there checking them out. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and have fun adding some color to your English.